Have you ever wondered why some people seem to fail their way to success? Picture a world where failure isn't a dead end, but rather a stepping stone towards success. Imagine a journey where every stumble, every fall, is not a setback, but a launch pad propelling you towards your dreams. This is the concept of failing forward. Intriguing, isn't it? Stay with us to unravel the secret behind the success of those who failed, time after time, yet emerged victorious. Imagine being called a dunce and a slow learner during your childhood. There once was a boy named Thomas who was often labeled as slow and unintelligent by his teachers. His constant curiosity and inquisitive nature were misunderstood for lack of focus and incompetence. But little did anyone know, this boy was destined for greatness. Thomas Alva Edison, as you might have guessed, was no ordinary child. He was a dreamer, a thinker, and an indefatigable experimenter. His journey wasn't smooth, it was filled with countless failures, numerous setbacks, and a multitude of rejections. But that's what made his story worth telling. You see, Edison was not deterred by his failures. Instead, he embraced them, learned from them, and moved forward. He had a vision, a dream to bring light into the world, quite literally. And he was prepared to fail as many times as it took to make his dream a reality. There's a famous quote attributed to Edison, "I have not failed, I've just found 10,000 ways that won't work." This statement encapsulates his approach to failure and success. He didn't see his attempts as failures, but as learning opportunities, as stepping stones to his ultimate goal. Edison's journey towards inventing the electric light bulb was a marathon of persistence and determination. It is said that he tried over 1,000 different materials in search of the right filament for his bulb. He faced ridicule, scorn, and skepticism from the world around him, but Edison was not one to give up. He persevered, and then, one day, it happened. After countless trials and errors, he found it. The perfect filament that would light up his bulb, and subsequently, the world. The dunce had done it. He had turned his dream into a reality, and so, the dunce invented the electric light bulb, illuminating the world forever. His story is a testament to the power of failure as a stepping stone to success. It serves as a reminder that no matter how many times we stumble or fall, each failure brings us a step closer to our success, just as it did for Edison. Ever been rejected over and over again only to persist in your passion? Imagine this. A woman sits in a small, dimly lit apartment, a baby cradled in her arms. She is a single mother, living on state benefits, her dreams of making it as a writer seeming more distant by the day. Her name is Joanne Rowling, but the world would soon come to know her as J.K. Rowling, the mastermind behind the Harry Potter series. Rowling had always known she wanted to be a writer, but the path to her dream seemed to be paved with rejections and disappointments. The first Harry Potter manuscript was turned down by not one, not two, but 12 publishing houses. Imagine that. The world almost missed out on the magic of Hogwarts because 12 times over, people failed to see the potential in Rowling's work. But did she let these rejections stop her? No. Instead, she used them as fuel. She held on to her belief in the story she had to tell. She took those rejections and used them as stepping stones, pushing herself to refine her work, to persist in the face of adversity, to keep knocking on doors until one finally opened, and one did. Bloomsbury, a small publishing house in London, took a chance on Rowling and the wizarding world she had created, and the rest, as they say, is history. Harry Potter became a global phenomenon, enchanting readers of all ages with its mix of magic, adventure, and heart. Rowling's journey is a testament to the power of resilience, of belief in oneself, of the magic that can happen when you don't give up on your dreams. Her story is a powerful reminder that success is often born out of failure, that the path to our dreams is often littered with obstacles, but it's how we navigate those obstacles that defines us. From living on state benefits to becoming the world's first billionaire author, Rowling indeed failed forward. What if you're cut from your high school basketball team for lack of skill? Imagine being a young, hopeful athlete and hearing those words. It's a blow, a setback that could easily stop someone in their tracks. But not all stories end there. Some just begin. Take the case of Michael Jordan. Yes, the Michael Jordan who is often hailed as the greatest basketball player of all time. But his journey to greatness wasn't smooth sailing. It was riddled with hurdles and setbacks, the first of which was being cut from his high school basketball team. Can you believe that? The man who would go on to become a global icon was once deemed not good enough. But here's the thing about Jordan. He didn't let this failure define him. Instead, he used it as fuel, as motivation to improve. He spent hours on the court, practicing his shots, honing his skills, determined to prove his worth. He didn't see that rejection as an obstacle. To him, it was an opportunity, a chance to grow, to become better. And boy, did he become better. He became the best. He went on to lead the Chicago Bulls to 6 NBA championships, earning 5 MVP awards along the way. He was a 14-time All-Star and a 10-time scoring champion. His name became synonymous with basketball, with success, with greatness. But what made Jordan truly legendary was his mindset, his approach to failure. He once said, "I've missed more than 9,000 shots in my career. I've lost almost 300 games, 26 times I've been trusted to take the game-winning shot and missed. I've failed over and over and over again in my life, and that is why I succeed." He embraced failure, saw it not as a dead end but as a stepping stone, a lesson to learn from. He understood that to succeed one must first fail and fail forward. His story is a testament to that. Cut from his team to becoming a legendary basketball player, Jordan's story is a testament to the power of failing forward. So, what do these stories tell us about failure and success? Well, let's take a moment to look back at the narratives we've just journeyed through together. We've walked alongside an inventor, a writer, and an athlete, each with their unique struggles and triumphs. Each story, while different in its own right, shares a common thread, the concept of failing forward. Think about the inventor. His ideas were ridiculed, his prototypes failed time and time again, yet he persevered. He used each failure as a stepping stone, learning from his mistakes and improving upon his designs. His journey was not a straight path to success, but a winding road filled with bumps and setbacks. But he kept moving forward, and eventually, he achieved his goal. Now consider the writer. Rejection was her constant companion. Every manuscript she sent out came back with a resounding no. But she didn't let this deter her. Instead, she used each rejection as a lesson, refining her craft and honing her skills. She continued to write, to create, to dream. And in the end, her stories found their way to the hearts of readers around the world. And finally, let's revisit the athlete. Injury after injury, defeat after defeat, yet his spirit remained unbroken. He took each fall as a challenge, a call to rise higher, to push harder. He trained with an unwavering determination, undeterred by the hurdles in his path. And ultimately, he stood tall on the victory podium, his triumph a testament to his relentless perseverance. These stories aren't just about success, they're about resilience, determination, and the indomitable human spirit. They're about looking failure in the eye and saying, "You're not the end, you're just a stepping stone on my journey." They're about falling, yes, but more importantly, they're about rising after each fall. They're about failing forward. So, as we wrap up this journey, let's take a moment to reflect on these stories, on the lessons they've taught us. Let's remember that failure is not the enemy. It's not a roadblock, but a stepping stone. It's not a deterrent, but a motivator. It's not the end, but a new beginning. Remember, it's not about how often you fall, but how you rise after each fall. That's the essence of failing